So I'm gonna pause right there. I'm gonna introduce everybody to stage Solana Gaming Saturdays. Tonight is going to be a little bit more chill compared to our normal pace. It's going to be a little bit of back and forth chatting between Six and Metaverse and myself. We've had a massive year. Grape had a massive year. Solana Gaming itself had a massive year, and we are in 2022 now. It is going to be an even fucking bigger year. So tonight was going to be a little bit about being chill. We're coming back into it. It is New Year's Day in Australia and it's New Year's Eve in America. So we didn't expect to have a huge crowd. We've still got 2000 Grape like every single week. If we've got people that want to come on stage and want to talk about a new gaming project, something on Solana, something we're not familiar with, if you guys want to chill about photo finish, talk about the suites, talk about any of these games coming out, please raise your hand. We are happy to have you to stage this week. Next week, I've already looked at lining someone up for it. It's going to be a game created that's going to be similar to World of Warcraft. We're putting our feelers out there every week. Metaverse stopped a little bit doing AMAs in the last couple of weeks of December because it's a lot of hard work for us chasing these AMAs and getting these people on stage. It's awesome to have them here, but when you're only getting 20 to 50 people, we don't feel that the work is there. Now, I'm paraphrasing a little bit for Metaverse. We'll go to Metaverse and ask his thoughts on it, but I absolutely love the fact that we brought to stage in Grape a whole lot of fucking awesome projects, both me and Metaverse. And even, like Wales Friend brings in a whole heap of big profile names, but it is a lot of work. We've got to research and we've got to study and we've got to do it. We do the video edits afterwards. So 2022 is going to be about the games for me. That's a big year for me. We've got some shit happening. I want to go full time in this space. I am full time in this space as of now. I'm sitting in my jocks. I'm in my computer room. It is fucking amazing. So that's my bit of a short spiel to the night. Welcome, Sixon, welcome, Metaverse. First off, I'll say, Sixon, how was your Christmas and New Year's, man?
Yeah, Happy New Year's, everybody. Bloody big turnout for New Year's Day. I'm quite surprised. Yeah, I had a great New Year's. Didn't do much. Just hang out home, the family. A good Christmas. Did two double Christmas out the in-laws plus my mum. It was bloody good, mate. Lots of seafood, lots of prawns, lots of oysters.
So I'm going to air quote this. Sixon's mum is the only person I've ever seen bring him over a bottle of alcohol. So that's an air quote. She brings over the bottle of alcohol every year for Sixon. Metaverse got it straight away. Metaverse, how was your Christmas and New Year's, dude?
Christmas, not too bad myself. I was working at the old hospital, the old 9 to 5 job. And for New Year's, man, I got shit-faced. I got shit-faced to the max, and I'm still feeling it now. I tried to go to the gym today because we're in Australia here, in Sydney, and it's 1st of January. So went to the gym after feeling dehydrated, hungover, and man, I nearly vomited on the gym floor doing my squats. So I know I'm getting older, and I got to take more care when I drink alcohol.
So when you say you got shit faced, did you go out? What's the going
yes,
out like stage in Sydney at the moment with all the fucking dramas we've got with Corona?
So the restrictions have eased previously. They haven't gone back to tightening them, even though our case numbers are about 22,000 positive. We're just waiting for the restrictions to come and tighten very soon. But so far, you can go out and meet your friends at their own place.
Yeah, that's a funny one. They're adjusting, and this isn't just Sydney and New South Wales. This is all of Australia. They're adjusting what they call close contact. They're adjusting whether you're with them for a certain amount of hours. If you're at a place of employment with someone in Australia now, that doesn't class as a close contact, funnily enough, if you look at it deeply.
Yeah, they're changing some of the parameters for it, or what you call a close contact, yes.
Yeah, it's one of the things I want to say is this is 2022. For those people that are with us, that on a New Year's Eve, I welcome you guys. Thank you very much for joining us on a New Year's Eve. But be safe. It's super important that we want to play computer games, we want to talk about things, we want to make money, but be safe. It's 2022. Corona's around the corner. Whether you believe in it or not, or whether you don't want to have the shots or not, it's a very real part of our lives. And I think it's actually one of the things that has increased gaming and everything that's happened over the last 2 years, and blockchain gaming specifically in the last 12 months. part of the benefit is because of coronavirus.
I think certainly the coronavirus has pushed the metaverse space ahead faster than normally planned, I reckon.
Yeah,
What I'm
because
believing.
well, we're all at home, aren't we? We're all at home or in offices, in hotels, being quarantined. People can make things. People can build things. They can program. They can be a part of the space.
Oh, the Bezos and the Zuckerbergs, they just rub their hands and go, fucking give me the money.
Yeah, well, and I would totally agree there. People are constantly being pushed to their home spaces where they can now work. You know, that's a new thing now. Previously, you weren't able to do your job from home, but now everyone can. And so while you're at home, you know, you have all this extra time on your hands, all this extra mental capacity. And so you start discovering things. And one of the big discoveries has been the metaverse. And this is why we're all here.
Yeah, 100%. This is why we're here. I mean, fuck. I'm going full time this year in this space. It's an amazing place. The metaverse. There's money to be made. There's all of these things to be made. But be careful, be safe, and make sure. Cheers for that metaverse. I just saw that. That's awesome. Do we have a poker on tonight? I haven't checked sign-ups or anything.
Yeah, there is poker 9 p.m. So
All right.
everyone sign up if you haven't signed up.
So those that haven't, yeah, perfect. Eggy's got that on there. Poker at 9 p.m. Sign up. What else? What else are we missing at the moment?
Us in Australian time. 1 hour and 50 minutes.
11 p.m. poker tournament, and then NBA, NBL Fantasy League. That's tomorrow in the early a.m. Jogging with Barndog this week. You guys see that? I've started a new segment starting from Monday.
Oh, I saw it. I saw you exercising.
Yeah.
Our new fans.
It's fucking hot, man. Like, no shit. For people that haven't seen it, I've got my YouTube link, and I've got Metaverse's YouTube link as always on the stage floor there on the live questions. One of my latest videos, you can actually see the old barn dog. I'm 41 years old now. You can see me right knee strapped up. I am really, really enjoying it. So for those that don't know, I am actually being paid by StepN. It's one of the reasons why I'm able to actually go full time in this space this year. And I'm not afraid to say that. I want people to keep me honest. I want to be honest in this space. You know, like it's allowing us to do a whole heap of fucking awesome things. And I'm still me on their AMA. So I do an AMA with them each week. I talk in the channels and stuff. But Monday to Fridays, I'm running a live event, which is going to be based at 8:30 a.m. Queensland time. So that is GMT plus 10. The difference is, I think it's 22:30 UTC every day. So Mondays will be StepN, Tuesdays and Fridays are going to be Grape. But, 5 days a week I'm going to be going on channel and stuff. Come in, have a run. You don't have to have a StepN and do it. If you want to get out there and exercise, by all means, I'm encouraging it. The APR, the APIs, the money being made in the game now is actually pretty honest and pretty amazing. But I want to make it more than that. I want to make it healthy. I want a good start to this year. I want to start running half marathons. So when Metaverse and I meet up this year in Sydney, I flog his arsehole.
Oh, man. Jeez.
Oh,
I
throwing the gauntlet down there.
Yeah,
Mate.
man. I don't know.
I've seen you run, Metaverse, and I've seen you doing your stretches after your runs.
I reckon you should stream it, and you should have a charity raffle gamble.
Yes.
It'd be hilarious.
Fuck
Yeah,
yes. Let's do a NFT for it. Let's make gambles, bets. I'm prepared to make a bet there, Metaverse. Do you want to put a bet down for it? Do you think you can actually match the barn dog? How many years? What have you got? You've got at least 8 years on me, haven't you? Are you even in your 30s yet? You look a bit young for me.
I am about to hit 30. I'm 29 at the moment.
So that's the first time you actually said
you're training. You're training. I'm not training.
Oh, dude, I'm just keeping fit, man. I'm a 41-year-old. We've got to do our best to make sure we keep the body moving. So is the crowd, can the crowd hear the fear in Metaverse's voice there at all?
Oh, this ain't fear, mate. Bring it on. Bring it on, mate.
The crowd's trembling with anticipation.
So that's going to be Tuesdays and Fridays. He's going to have to be breathing. He's going to need a whole lot more than breathing. He's going to need his Red Bulls. He's going to need his coffee. He's going to need it all. Squirter bottles of energy, extra stuff going on. An old barn dog. I'll have a big strap on my knee. I'll be going. But this year is going to be about fitness and stuff like that. I want to do events. I want to get some live events going. I'm really keen for it. We've been given money from Grape a while ago. to do a live Solana Australia event. And the only reason we can't do it in Australia is because of the corona restrictions. We can't make an inclusive event because we don't know when the fucking borders are going to be opened or closed. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at it. You won't be able to do that, Metaverse.
You watch.
Just make
I'm
sure
gonna
your
start
health
training.
care's up to date, guys, because knees, ankles.
So we are absolutely taking suggestions and ideas. I should be linking. Oh no, I did put the new photo there. We do have the new picture of Metaverse, myself and Sixon. Sixon's actually had his own symbol now. Eggy, how do you feel about that, man? That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was completely unexpected. It was great. Thank you very much for doing that for me. That was awesome.
Do you remember his name?
Fucking can't remember off the top of my head.
I'm putting you on the spot here. I'm making it a very personal night, very open night.
You did. I'll have to look it up, but I actually have. I know what it looks like. I just can't fucking pronounce it.
He has done awesome.
He's fucking good at what he does.
He's good, but it's
How do you pronounce it?
Raffling.
Raffling, Rido?
Yeah, it was Rido.
That's how you say it.
Well, have a look, Ridho. He's an Indonesian lad.
Yeah, I didn't know he said it.
It's grape. Like for me personally, my biggest take out of last year was finding grape. I started crypto, for the people that haven't heard this story before, I started crypto in 2021. So that was my first year. I started in February, and the reason I started crypto was to stop playing World of Warcraft. I needed something to take my mind and my brain and my brain power away from World of Warcraft, because I'm an addict. I go balls deep. I was playing 9 World of Warcraft accounts, farming a whole lot of Black Lotuses, making money, getting all my mates' characters leveled up and geared up, and we were doing stuff. But that was my reason for joining the crypto metaverse. And somewhere around June, July, I found, it might have even been May, I found grape, and I found it through Whale's friend. So I saw him on one of his streams and videos. Saw the introduction to grape they did during the hackathon. Then I saw Whale Friend's video for Star Atlas interview. And it was pretty bad. If you have a look at his first one, he looked like a little nervous kid in a lolly shop, like a little fat kid that's being told he can get 3 different candies, and he's not sure what to do. And it was a really, really funny AMA, and that introduced me to grape. And like, I've found a place where we can have our feet. And as an old gamer that's been in it for my entire life, I'm watching gaming change right before my eyes. It's a really cool view where it's looking like gaming from the 1980s, from the old Ataris, go all the way up to the current days. That's now becoming blockchain game and play to earn and all of these kinds of things. And it's been a really fucking awesome experience. So, Metaverse, you want to talk about your introduction to grape and how you found it?
Yeah, sure. But before that, I just wanted to second what you just said there, where you've come from gaming from like the old school and seen it all evolve into what it is now. World of Warcraft, Rainbow Six, all of these really, even the Matrix kind of cinematic UE5 thing, if you guys managed to see that. And where I feel we are now is we are in those early stages of those games, but in blockchain. So I'm really excited for the next 10 years to see what we can transform the blockchain gaming side of things to what it's going to be. And I always keep saying that gone are the days of you purchasing $60 for a CD or a digital pass to a game. You play it for a week or so, and then you don't log in ever again because you're done. You play the whole storyline. And the only way they can keep you interested is through DLCs. So I think those days are over. The whole gaming space is changing. If you don't have non-fungible tokens in your game, it's unlikely people will even go to it. This is where I think people are going to. But we'll go to where I've got into grape. So I have been in crypto for 6-7 years or so now. I rode XRP all the way down like an idiot due to unit bias. And after that, I was like, man, I really got to get serious about this because this is a new technology. This is a new industry in general. And so I decided the best place to start is to pick one thing. You can't do everything in crypto. There's absolutely no way. You can't do everything. So I thought you have to pick one space and become an expert in that space. Maybe I'm not an expert, but I am more than average, I would say. So I picked Solana because I'm a big SBF fan. I'm a fanboy of SBF. And so I started digging around in Solana, and I found a community of people who have come together to try and help the ecosystem grow, to try and help new budding people in this Solana ecosystem, and that was great. And just like Barndog, I did find Whale's friend. I found his stream because not many content creators are doing stuff for Solana. You know,
No, it's still very bare, isn't it?
yeah, that's what's really getting to me. Solana is what 5 or 6 on the coin market cap or coin gecko, and we don't have many stable or specific YouTubers for this. There are people that harp on about ETH. There are people that go onto other chains, BSC, but we don't have a lot of people in Solana. Even though there is heaps of money and heaps of development work going on behind the
Shitloads. You're
scenes.
10 times your money this year. If you got on the Solana wagon, you're fucking 10 times your money. You're 20 times your money if you got on it from February.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So I identified Solana as the space for me to be in. And so I identified Grape as the sub community of this space for me to be in. And ever since then, I've been a community creator at Grape over here and, in charge of the Grape Solana Alpha videos that goes out about once a week, giving you 2 days information ahead of the general public of what's happening in the ecosystem. And generally helping around with sub DAO duties around the ecosystem and just making tutorial videos. So if anyone, all 35 of you in the audience right now, even if you have a specific tutorial video for a protocol on Solana that you want to know, just put it in the live chat, and it's more than likely I've done a tutorial video or we'll do one for you.
And can we lead that into a plug then, Metaverse? I don't want to make it about a plug. I absolutely fucking am impressed with how you've come on board this year. It was only just after I came on board to Grave ultimately. So, I mean, the plug I'm talking about is we are hiring at Grape. Like any protocol, any game, anything that's producing on Solana, they need bodies. They need people to help produce content.
Yeah, exactly. So the way it works is that the Great Protocol is a major DAO of people that come together to try and do specific things to help the ecosystem grow. Within this huge amount of people, there are specific sub DAOs, and currently, Barndog, Sixon, and myself, we are part of the community creator sub DAO. So exactly what that says, we create content for the community, generally for Grape and also for the entire ecosystem. So I have a YouTube channel. Barndog has a YouTube channel. Sixon helps us with the talks right now, and we have other creators who do newsletters, who write Medium articles, who just generally create content. So the plug, I guess, is if you feel like you are great at writing, if you can produce content, if you can make any sort of Medium articles, all that sort of stuff, just approach us. Just say, hey, I'm really interested in finding this out, and one of us will guide you to where to find information. And of course, you get paid in Grape because we are kind of the Web3 world now, where you are part of a DAO and your contribution is actually merited. So you get, remuneration for your time.
A meritocracy. So what Metaverse is saying there is Grape is a meritocracy, and it's a very funny word. I didn't really know a lot about it until Grape, and you are rewarded via the work you do. And I'm not going to lie, it's nice to be paid. I started at Grape. I think actually Metaverse started maybe as well before we actually became launched on Radium.
Yeah.
And like we started doing content for Solana and stuff. Basically, for me, it was because no one was concentrating on Solana Gaming. There was a lot of people talking about Star Atlas, but no one was talking about the smaller, lesser dogs of games. And I know I've spent a whole lot of fucking time in this space, and I don't need recognition for that. I get that from the talking to the developers and on stage with people out here and bringing them to stage and getting people free NFTs and getting people playing these games that are going to be coming out. So, meritocracy, we are paid for the work we do. So we earn Grape coins based on how much work we do. So let's tie that into Sixon, to Eggy. This is a best mate. This is someone that I grew up with in the 80s and 90s in Western Australia. So Sixon, do you want to tell us how you came to Grape?
Well, originally, the way I got my first Grape tokens, I won the Radium IDO. And then I asked you, what's this shit used for? And then we had a sort of a bit of a fight and a little like what you'd say a tiff.
Tiff between a wife and a husband, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be more like that. And you got all huffy and puffy about it. Then you told me to fuck off, and then still didn't know what Grape did, and here I am.
That's not enough. Come on, that's not enough. Eggy and I, for people that we've grown up with each other since primary school, and we fight like man and wife. He's definitely the wife. I'm definitely the man.
Come on. We're
We're
both the men.
Who wears the pants, man? Come on.
It depends on the time of day, I guess. But it's very hard to explain what great protocol is, and it's still, even this day and age, very hard to explain to people what it is. Is it a social experiment? Is it a legitimate protocol? It's still, it's a protocol based around improving Solana. That's always the two primary focuses that I talk about is how do we improve Solana and how do we improve Grape. That's my two primary focuses. And when I say that, I genuinely mean that. How can I help improve other games? Can we bring them to stage? Can we advertise them? That doesn't mean that I want to get out there and mindlessly shill games. I've been caught in the hype. I've been caught in people saying, "Oh, Barndog, review us. You're awesome." And, I've had people on stage that I wasn't proud of afterwards, but we asked them tough questions, like I'm not here to get paid to shill shit out to you guys. I want the journey. I'm here for the games as well myself. I want to play these immersive fucking games and be a part of this change in blockchain gaming. It's fucking exciting seeing the fact that if you guys sit there and you're quiet and you do nothing and you're not a part of this community, then you're not helping, is the way I see it, is by having a voice, by beta testing, by playing, by being that. Not only can you make money, but you can actually meet other people, you can become a part of the crowd, and you can help shape the way these games are produced and help get basic changes.
Like the competition is great run. That's my favorite thing about Grape. If I had to say, I love the games. Guys do a fantastic job running them. Keep up the great work there, guys. Love the Hearthstone. Love the poker. Fantastic.
Have you joined any other comps, Egg?
No, I only play them too. That one's always on at different times. Mainly it's European times. So
yeah, that's obvious. Like any game, any event, you're going to see a whole lot of games popping up this year. You've got to be very, very aware of times. So obviously the world is 24 hours, but UTC times is something you have to learn. You have to learn the European times. For Australia, it's not always that beneficial.
Most of the time it's 2 a.m. for us.
Yeah, that's right. But I mean, right now we're on stage. 3 of us, we're all in Australia, and we're running an event. We've got 30 live crowd based on an Australian time zone. So that's up to us to make it better. I see in the stage Sergeant Savage. He's become a big part. He may come on as a community creator this year. Sergeant Savage has talked about running live events in Australia on a time zone base for us for first-person shooters. I need to pull my finger out of my ass and get better at first-person shooters. I haven't played them for a long, long time.
You couldn't be any worse than me.
Old Magneto. That's his nickname, Metaverse. Magneto.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, because he attracts the metal bullets.
Yeah, I get it.
Fucking good at it, man. There's no one better.
So we've chewed the fat a little bit. Tonight was going to be a little bit more casual because I made sure I didn't line anyone up for tonight. I didn't expect 30 on stage. That is absolutely amazing. I'm so proud of seeing we've got a lot of new faces this week too. This month, specifically, we're talking January now, we've got 2 very, very big launches that I will huff and puff and talk about. But we've got the Suites is a big one. Metaverse, have you heard of that?
Yeah, the Suites from Fine Phillies, isn't it?
Yeah, Third Time Inc.
Yeah, so I'll link to the website.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I'm thinking about minting one.
Sorry, I'm trying to get a link here.
But yeah, pretty much, I think they're minting the 9th of Jan from what I've been reading. And if you've got a filly or a stud, you're in the white paper.
So they did their white. They did their. Sorry, I'm just changing my screens around a little bit. I've linked to the Suites app. They are a part of, created by the company that is making Photo Finish 2. So we had Ian from Photo Finish on stage. This isn't a game that is producing a game. This is a game that is producing something called Photo Finish 2. So people should be listening to that. And please keep in mind that not financial advice. This isn't based around me trying to get things to flip, right? I'm not here to make you guys millionaires. I'm here for the games. I'm here to play these games and be a part of them. but it doesn't mean we can't make money at the same time. So who is Photo Finish? They're a company that has produced two games that have have had over 13 million downloads. So they've produced Photo Finish, and then what was the Horse Manager one
Horse
called?
Racing Manager.
Yeah, so Horse Racing Manager. So Photo
That's their
Finish.
biggest game.
Yeah, Photo Finish 2 is actually the third game for this company. And the Suites is going to be their metaverse expansion into Solana. And if you have a look, there's a whole shitload of stuff on Twitter as well. Go and have a look at their Twitter. It's fucking amazing. So if you have a look at Portals, was absolutely massive. Metaverse had them on stage, and they were awesome. I minted 2 for Portals. I've started my room for Solana Gaming. I've got some links in the Solana Gaming channel. I'm not sure if you've seen those, Metaverse.
No, not yet. I didn't know you had set it up already. I gotta go check it out.
I've got some stuff there. I'm kind of learning it. It was a lot more difficult than I had imagined it. But I want to make like a room based around what we do on stage and the games that have come and joined us. So I'm very attached to the people and the devs that we get on stage. I fucking love it. These people, the developers, are not only making a game, but they're putting a part of their person and soul into these games. And I feel that when they come on stage, you can feel the energy around whether they love their project or whether it's just a basic, whether they're shilling to make money. I feel like you can learn that pretty easily talking to a developer.
Oh yeah, this is the space where you can come up to the stage and ask them a specific question, and then you can make the judge for yourself to see if these guys are serious or not. And that's what we're about here. We're about promoting the serious companies in Solana that'll actually drive the next wave of Web3 onto Solana.
Absolutely. I don't care. Like in Australia, we can make money, we can earn coin, we can do things. We're not here just to become fucking millionaires. I mean, everyone wants free money, but I'm here for the games. And the Suites is going to be going to be a mint. I think that is going to be very, very popular. They minted today. They did a whitelist snapshot today.
Yeah, it's complete now.
Yeah, so that was complete around, I believe, 2 p.m. So maybe 9 hours ago. Might have been 8 hours ago. But either way, the whitelist snapshot's been taken. 4,352, I think that's from memory, individual wallets. So they're going to get like a 10-minute lead in, but they're only minting 4,932. I don't know what's going to be open to the public after that. Like, it's really interesting to see the numbers on all of those.
Yeah, it's very low, so they'll be rare and probably value will go up in them.
Well, look at Portals. Portals minted at 1.5 Solana. The Suites is minting at 2.2222. So that's quite high in relations to the last month, right? Like,
yeah,
it is, but is the price of Solana not going to be weighed up to that situation? So 2.22 now, a month ago, would be the same as 2.5, like, or 3 almost. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's fair call.
I still think one of the biggest problems we had. Now, I said this way back when there was a fucking game called what was that Game of Life variation? Fuck me, what's that called?
Soul Life or something.
Yeah, So Life. Yeah, So Life. When they minted, it was 2 Solana to buy an early adoption. No, it might have even been 3 Solana, but it was 3 Solana, and Solana was at $44. So this is back in fucking April, right? And I said to him way back then, I said, this is a problem because Solana's going to move and you're going to, and they said it's always going to be for Solana price afterwards. And I said it way back then, that's going to be an issue because what happens when Solana goes to $100, people are paid $120 to buy the first one, yet you then got people wanting to join the game and they've got to spend $400. It's not going to happen. You're not going to get bums in seat. This is the biggest thing. We need people playing these games. And this is where Solana, pegged to a Solana coin, the only game that has done it differently has been Star Atlas, number 1, and number 2, Chainmyth, that I'm aware of, pegged off a dollar value.
Yeah, you definitely put your bums in seats, as you say, because if you don't have the player base, even if they're not spending a lot, the whales need the players to show off to. games die without your small fries. If you outprice your small fries, your game's going nowhere.
And I also think that people underestimate treasury management. You get a sense of
Yeah.
how serious your team is if they're willing to raise funds in either Solana or like a stablecoin like USDC. And so if you have a protocol that's raised funds in USDC, you know they have this stable treasury that they can even start earning yield on Solana. If they raise in Solana, then yeah, they might get some upside potential if Solana goes up. But look at all these projects that raised a lot of Solana at the top of the market, yeah? But
To
now
talk
Solana is not performing as well. So their treasury has probably halved.
talk about that a little bit deeper, Metaverse. I'm going to go and get a drink, but you're talking about treasury management, and I know where that's leading. So these games need money to develop. So they're going to be raising these funds for a treasury. They need to produce this game. So talk a little bit about that, because I need to pour a drink. But let's go deeper into that.
Yeah, sure. So as you guys know, so it takes money to build things. You need to get designers, you need to get developers, you need to get community managers, all of this sort of stuff. So this money usually comes from the company in Solana or anywhere really in crypto, either releasing some sort of product for an initial kind of raise. If they haven't done a VC raise already, if they've got VC money, then sure, they can start building. If they haven't, then they sell NFTs to their community. When they sell these NFTs, more than likely they are denominated in Solana. Solana had an all-time high a couple of months ago, and we're not an all-time high now. So all these companies that sold NFTs for one Sol, a month or two ago when the market was at a high point, they don't have the same monetary base that they used to have when Solana was all-time high, unless they were able to diversify, which most of them probably don't because they're not seriously thinking about their treasury management. So right now, they might have had a runway for their project to go and hire all these people and do things solely based on the monetary value of what they receive from the NFTs. But they probably don't have any of that now. They only have a smaller slice of this because the price of Solana has actually gone down. This is super important that people misunderstand in treasury management. And this is what we see that Star Atlas did. So they initially raised all their funds, all their NFT sales in USDC. That gave them a solid runway. For me, that's a big indicator that a project is actually more serious about it. Now, of course, Solana is a game. They do have their own token, which is called Atlas. And after a while, everyone says, if you want to play the game, use your Atlas to go and buy these tokens, which is fair enough. And so the community said outcry for them to do this, and they did this. But they're also still raising funds in USDC. So they're kind of selling NFTs on both markets. We don't usually see many other protocols doing this at the moment. We've had a year-long bull market. And if
but does that mean that no longer the bull bear market is in effect? And I don't want to get too much into not financial advice, but has the bull bear market, has that finished?
Well, no, it's who really knows? I won't profess to know. If I say it, don't believe me. Who the hell am I? But what we can look at is we've had a huge year of bull market, right? There is a chance it could keep going. Markets only go up, just like stocks, S&P 500, or we could start to slow down and stagnate a little bit. If we start to slowly go down, all of these projects and NFTs that have raised, they're not going to have any funds to continue.
I personally think we're not in the bear market. I think we're just in a little bit of a flat spot till we go for our third leg up. If you look at BTC in the daily, and you go right back, you look at we've got two high highs when you're looking at a big snapshot out. We're going to be heading for our third, which is a bull sign. So we're going in my opinion.
I personally think we're not over. I personally think we're not over. But for the arguments that of treasury management, I think it would be stupid for them to just keep raising in Solana.
I 100% agree. You need to.
I fucking hate the fact that it's raised in Solana because people are too concerned about the floor of NFTs. I think the NFT flip culture has really made a drastic problem for games. Spot prize, deterministic anon. Can you say something? Either raise your hand, say something in live questions. We will have a prize for you. I think linking this to Solana is problematic for the games long term. And yeah, it's definitely talking about treasuries raising, making sure they've got funds. If they donate all their prizes, if they spend it all, if they don't have a way of making sure they're fiscal the following year, is going to be problematic, because then they're going to need to be selling more NFTs and being an irresponsible company that we need to reassess whether we should be investing in them.
Personally, I prefer to pay in US dollars than pay in Sol. I hate paying with Sol because I hate parting with it because I love it so much.
Yeah, normally you stake it, and you were very fucking slow to use MSOL. Yeah, you were very, very slow to use MSOL.
I dabble with it. I still like my staking elsewhere.
A bit of alpha for you guys. Get onto the Soshin. Yeah.
Yeah, Socian. So talk a little bit more about that, Metaverse.
For anyone that doesn't know, Solana is the token. You can stake this purely, and you'll get like 6.5% or something. You can get derivatives, synthetic derivatives of the Solana token. One of them is MSOL, which is made by Marinade, and the another one is SC Sol, which is made by Soshin.
So that's been out for a while, though, hasn't it?
It has been out for a while. The main differences between these two is that Marinade has its own token, Soshin does not yet.
So what you're saying, and this is the alpha here, I'm assuming, is that there will be some kind of early advantage using the platform, using the program. You're going to get some kind of benefit like MSOL gave us with the Marinade token.
It is highly likely.
Yeah. And even in saying that, I mean, shit, Star Atlas gave us a poster reward this year.
Oh, yeah. Excited about that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's awesome. We've had a great chat about a whole lot of random stuff. Let's smash into some games. Let's talk about Star Atlas. Deterministic hasn't done a return, so a message, so I'm going to make sure I do more random prizes tonight. Star Atlas, let's get cranking. We're talking about the poster drop. About time they goes a bit back. It's a really funny year, Metaverse. I watched your latest video. Hopefully you watch mine. I'm a little bit butthurt with Star Atlas this year.
I saw.
I love what they're producing. I really want to fly a ship with my best mates in life. 4 or 5 of us. I've got a team of 6. I've drawn a poster. I've paid for it, I should say. I had a poster drawn up. I had a video created. I'm getting T-shirts. I want to do a fucking esports. I am balls deep in this, but
Balls deep.
I love balls deep. You know, like when I go in, I don't go halfway. I fucking jam it all in there. So, you know, like you've got to go balls deep. If you're not doing it, then it's not right. But like Star Atlas really hurt me this year because they are not a metaverse that is to be completely kept at their word. I don't believe they are. But it does. Does it mean they're going to be good or bad? I'm still bullish for the game. I'm still keeping all of my product that I bought from them. I haven't sold a single fucking thing. But you've got to make sure when you're listening to anybody on the internet, especially if they don't have a beard, you've got to make sure you find out 2 different sides to the story, 3, 4 sides. You're investing money in these products. You're investing time. It might become emotional, you know, like as a traditional gamer, I like to trust and believe in a company. And, you know, World of Warcraft, Blizzard, they really fucked us over in the space. And I'm not happy with the turns that Star Atlas had towards the last quarter of the year. And I am very honest and open about that. We've had a lot of really big talks on our stage on Friday nights initially, now Saturday nights. So that's my spiel into tonight. Metaverse, do you want to talk a little bit about your experience for Star Atlas for 2021?
It has been up and down, you know, because as my name, Metaverse Explorer, I came in here looking for a metaverse to participate in the Web3 movement. I thought I found that in Star Atlas, but much like your sentiment, it feels now that it's not what I thought it would be. And for a few examples, they have done some things that we do not want in a metaverse or an open metaverse when you say it like that. So, you know, my experience has been generally, it had been good because I came in, I bought some posters, I looked at their trajectory, I looked at their kind of roadmap, their team, the fact that, you know, good treasury management in USDC. And I was like, yes, these guys look like these guys look good. I'm familiar with EVE Online, all these economy games. This is something I could attach myself with. And so I made a decision to start actually streaming, or get to a point of streaming Star Atlas content, which I do now on my YouTube channel, and also later on Twitch when there's actually gameplay to play. So I cover Star Atlas very often, and I found myself...
You're on the ball with Star Atlas. Your videos are very on time for if you get new news. So for anybody in this space not watching Metaverse for Star Atlas, a lot of people talk about him. He's been mentioned on multiple other YouTubers. He's been mentioned on Metaverse Novads as a worthwhile candidate to watch.
Yeah, that's right. So there's only actually a few. There's maybe 5 or 4 prominent Star Atlas places to get information on YouTube. I am one of them. Metaverse Nomads is one. The club has a nice channel going there.
Wash your mouth out.
So there's only a few people, and I'm the type of guy that if I see new news, I can get a video out for the entire YouTube people to actually see in about 2 hours, less than an hour. And I get a lot of people coming back to say, "Hey, wow, how did you do this so bloody fast?" I mean, it's just about efficiency. But anyway, so my experience of Star Atlas, bought some posters myself, bought a few ships because I fell into it. I was like, "Oh man, this is great! I'm gonna fly a ship. I'm gonna be a bounty hunter, or like a freight runner."
You're gonna be fucking mining while we're out there fighting the fight. So let's talk about this. We've talked many times where we say we've bought posters. You and I both bought 5 posters early. That was a big investment back then. So why did you buy 5 posters early?
Yeah, good question. So, if those who aren't aware, Star Atlas, their first kind of NFT releases were called Rebirth, Metaverse, something. And it was just about you buying posters as like the first show of faith into the company, so that they could have some funds to use.
They were very much pioneers for NFT sales on Solana, and unlimited. There was an unlimited amount of posters. Could you imagine that? Just after fucking Apes launch, Degenerate Apes.
Yeah, that's right. So there were a whole bunch of posters. Each, there were about 10 or 14 actually, and they had increments in pricing going up. So the first poster was $64 or something. The next one was $140, and the price doubles each time. And you needed specific sets of posters to get some specific sets of rewards that you wanted. So you could go up to, I think, $1,500 or like $3,000 or $6,000 to get a set of posters to get some rewards. I identified that I can't afford this $10,000 poster. No way. I don't know too much about this company. They haven't delivered any products yet. The team is young. So I made the logical decision not to ape in a lot of funds, which is fair. They haven't delivered anything yet. You're not sure. Risk management. And at the same time, I didn't just want to buy some of the small posters because I saw what the rewards were, and I was really attracted to some of the rewards in the middle tier. So I ended up buying about $2,000, maybe $3,000 worth of posters. And
did you buy multiples, or did you just buy one of the first 5?
I bought multiples of DOI, which is Discovery of Iris, which is
really? Was that pre first drop?
Yes.
Oh fuck! You haven't disclosed that kind of information before. So how many DOIs did you get?
Oh, that's a secret, mate.
No, come on. I bought 3 originally, and I bought something like 5 after they'd done drops. I sent bonuses to. I sent one to 6, and I sent one to Sergeant Savage. I actually don't know how many DOIs I've got. Probably 5, maybe.
Yeah, I'm probably the same as you. I have different accounts that I buy and sell on, but initially I've been following the hype, from when it first launched, because it was $64 when it first launched, and then afterwards, where people are expecting the rewards, the price goes up to $150. Sell a few there. Rewards are finished. People don't want the posters anymore. It's now at $50. I buy a few then.
So can we alpha this a bit more right now for people listening to Stage? Alpha this a little bit more hardcore. And I've seen it on one of your latest videos, and I even said the same thing on many of my videos. Currently, the price for the DOIs. Do you know the price?
Let's have a look. It's probably maybe somewhere between maybe $60. I don't know.
Have
you loaded it up?
120.
Hey, not bad, not bad.
So we're talking $120, but they just did a Christmas drop. And if you had one poster in your bags, you would get one of the Cosmic Sounds badges. And
Which
that's
is selling at 100 or something now.
Yeah, that's right. So it pays for the poster, in effect.
Yeah, that's right.
Merry Christmas, Sixon and Sergeant Savage.
Thank you very much.
So, this is something that may eventually drop more posters down the track. There was 10,500. 10,524 is a rough guess at the number. But 10,500 of these, a lot of the generative NFT sales on Solana early were 10,000. And it fucking dumbfounds me that the price was always so low. It actually dropped down to $2 at one point. I don't know if you guys actually saw the numbers on that.
I'm assuming there's a candle there somewhere that got down to $2. That was someone with a whale that had all these posters and probably got sick of it and started dumping all of them on the market. He did a market sell order and got them.
Yeah, and I mean, still 10,500. Like fucking, I bought extra at 20. I bought extra at 50. I bought extra. But our fifth poster is at 700. There's around 704 or something. People own the fifth poster, the love poster, the BOP.
Yeah, I'm just having a look at it now, actually.
Let me load it up for while I'm talking about it for screen.
Yeah.
There's something like 700 marketplace.
The BOP is 707 posters.
So we're talking back then. That was 512. I love how the numbers went. So $1,028 for the fifth poster. So you spent about $2,000 getting your first 5 posters, which gave you the tier 3. They called it tier 2. They really fucked up the reward names back then.
Tier 0 first, and then tier
I don't know.
Tier 2.
Well, this is a company that's built. The main man, Old Wags, is an economics major. How the fuck could you not see that was just really poorly worded?
Yeah, I don't know about that, man.
And what about I'm looking at the marketplace for collectibles now. How fucking disorganized is this marketplace?
Yeah, you were saying that they do need to categorize the collectibles at least, into
I've said
skins
this
or
from the very
crews.
fucking beginning. Like, how can you not have someone look at this and go, this is a little bit disorganized? Fractal's sorting it out. Fractal's worked this shit out. Why can't fucking Star Atlas pay an intern and say, look, mate, you can earn an extra donut this week if you fix our website?
Even just put an alphabetical fucking order.
Well, not alphabetical. It needs to be in numerical about where it came out.
Like that'd be a simpler fix than what it is right now.
But
No, guys, it needs to be in like what kind of item it is. Is it a skin? Is it a crew member?
Right.
Is it a poster?
Yeah, and this is the thing though, is where the fuck are they actually? And this is one of my big gripes about Star Atlas. And I don't want to make tonight about pulling out the piss, and I'm bullish for this game. Don't get me wrong. I've kept all of my shit. I'm keeping all of my earnings I'm getting from my Atlas. I've talked about how I convert mine into Polus. It's probably not the best idea based around what Polus has done over the last few days compared to Atlas. I think Atlas is actually holding better than Polus.
It's doing bloody well considering BTC's taking a shit.
That's right.
And then people are getting it and they're just dumping and buying stuff. Like, it's holding steady, old Atlas. Well done.
Star Atlas doesn't have proper interviews and AMAs and actual interviews where you've got free thinkers talking at them on the other side of the interview and the other side of the microphone to actually ask them proper, honest questions. And I don't like that. Is this decentralized or not decentralized? We talk about how we had a big interview here. We had 3 hours on stage talking about Star Atlas. They sold $3 million worth of shit to the club. They've done other sales afterwards. There was one of the latest guilds. Now they're at least making them available to the guilds. 951, 940. Oh, fuck, he's just on time. So that they talk.
Has his hand up.
Yeah, that's right. They talk about how now at least they're going to explain to us that they've sold things to people at floor prices. But is it decentralized if they're selling ships off the baseline and then the rest of us have to buy those ships at potentially more expensive rates? Is that decentralized metaverse?
The general answer is no, it is not. Because it is business, but it is not decentralized because they're taking the ability for everyone to have the fairest go on all of the ships. Clearly, some people have more advantage than others in the public.
So if
no,
you've
it's
got if
not
you've
so
got
bad.
millions of dollars, you've got more advantage. They've said that. They've
Look at
said.
Harvey Weinstein, mate.
We're-
He's an ugly motherfucker, but he got his dick sucked by some beautiful women.
Oh man.
David.gzm, I appreciate you are just on time. The 5 minute, if people look at the timestamps, we will have a crowd prize for you tonight. I've still got some bit spawn to hand out. 2,000 bit spawn. Thank you for answering. Just Killer Machine, welcome to stage. And someone else had a hand up. I had fucking clicked yes, but they are not coming to stage. Killer Machine, you've bought ships. You are inside the metaverse. What's your opinions on Star Atlas?
Oh, I just can't believe you're bagging it out so much. I've been such a big fan of it, and I feel like it's just a great game, and I
What?
would never say anything bad about it.
Fuck you. He's being sarcastic for the crowd out there. We keep this shit honest, you know. Like until we get Wags on stage here, which is never going to happen because I'm too much of a drinker. You know, like it's they don't have open interviews. That they actually don't have open interviews, and it's disappointing. I don't believe they're
Neither does Joe
decentralized.
Biden.
Sorry, say again.
Neither does Joe Biden. But the point is, it's a curated interview, so he can answer some questions and just sell is what he's trying to sell at the
Oh
time.
yeah, he's
He
got
sh-
these talking points. He always goes back to the talking points. You know, metaverse, new age
he
of
doesn't know
people
anything.
working.
Yeah, we're gonna get the people in Southeast America working, but you know, like we're not going to get them computers or anything.
Yeah, I think the big thing with it at the moment is I'll be honest, I'm dumping every single piece of Atlas I get. I'm
But
not keeping a fucking piece of it. I am going to get as much money out of this game as I can, because
you're taking profit, yeah.
oh yeah, you have to. They're-
Well, this is the
so
thing is that's
delusional on a lot of their stuff that they're coming out with, and basically a lot of his interviews, what he does, he just says the same thing over and over. It's like a politician. He never actually gives you any information. He never gives you any direction. It's just always like a Joe Biden interview. You got your set questions and your set answers.
Exactly, 100%.
Yeah,
and that's good. Like what you can take out of that, and again, not financial advice. I don't want to make this being about financial advice, but Killer Machine has bought an R8. He's bought an F4. He's got posters. He didn't go all the way balls deep into 5 posters. He soft-dicked out at 3. But he's later on spent money on an R8 based on information that we had at the time. And 3 days,
Based on a barn dog telling me that he needed a big ship.
oh, Barndog might be flying an R8, but you know, like the information we had at the time for that. 2 days after they launched the R8 sales, and there was it 4 or 5 ships metaverse?
yeah, 4 ships.
2 days, 3 days later, they said, "Oh no, we're delaying the mini game 4 weeks." Like they are really fucking poor with their information they give the public. But in saying that, afterwards, the mini game has been a success. It has been very, very good. I enjoy my daily mini game.
I wouldn't call it a game, but I'm happy getting some returns. That's fucking good.
Yeah, this is for people that aren't quite aware. So there is a mini game of Star Atlas. The full game is years away. This mini game is very, very tiny. All you have to do is stake your ships to earn rewards in Atlas, and then you do with your rewards what you want. There are more complicated, missions coming, and more coordination, more actual work for you to go in and do stuff in the minigame. But for now, you just basically literally stake your ship, and then it pours out Atlas every second.
And then you got to go fill it up with resources every so many days, or depending how big the ship is.
Yeah, but that makes it the game. Like I'm enjoying it, the mini game. I think it's fucking actually very well done.
It's just a gold thing.
Oh
That's
yeah,
all.
like people were upset that it was delayed, but look at the outcome of it. It seems like they took that extra few weeks that they needed to actually make sure it was polished. And gentlemen, isn't it polished? Isn't
Very well
it
done.
sweet?
they need there's fixes that need to happen. You shouldn't have to be collecting doing additional transactions to collect the things you buy.
Yeah, they need a claim all button. That's easy.
Yeah, claim more. You can do that on
I use
Step. You can do that on
Finance.
Step though.
It
Yeah.
saves you about 3 or 4 transactions, so you can save about 30 cents or something like that if you use Step, because they normally clean them up in one transaction. Sometimes it doesn't get them all. You have to do a second, so then you get 2 sold transactions.
So what Egg's saying there is you use Step it is an aggregator as well.
Step Finance. use
Step
it.
Finance, and you've got one button which clicks all. And you were very slow to Step as well, weren't you, Sixer?
I
Can
was, but
Can
I
you
used
tell
it.
the crowd who got you on the Step?
Probably you.
You fucker. He knows it was me. We had many
yeah.
fights over this.
On that bandit, who got you onto Solana?
Yeah,
You did. You did. You did.
Big up in
Oh,
the crypto.
Hey,
Yeah. Okay.
and it's a funny thing. Killer Machine actually showed me to Solana. So, this is he said, grape sounds like a cult, and
It
I've
is.
always said it's better to be a cult leader than a cult follower.
Everyone get the Kool-Aid at the door.
So it's like if you don't see any blockchain and then you come into the space as a new person, it is very cult like. There is so many people. Oh, follow Ethereum, follow Solana, follow ADA, like what's Cardano, like you get all of these very cult feelings, and it is, no, Killing Machine opened my eyes to Solana, and now I'm managing to be on stage. I've got 2 of my best mates, 3 of my best mates. We've got people in crowd. I love it. Like, I'm not going to lie about it. It's fucking awesome.
So I just wanted to take a question from the chat, and also Robin Mute. We'll have a look at this tiny token and tiny
what is
game
it?
that's coming out. We'll have a look at it. But vacation, I just wanted to answer your question here. So you're asking on the Atlas side, you're trying to decide if it's better to roll it into a leveraged farm, maybe on Frankium or Tulip, or roll it into another ship and stake it for some more. So I'll tell you what most of the more advanced, most of the richer people are doing. They're buying more ships.
They're buying the smaller ships, yeah?
There is a guy out there who has 2,500 PSX4s.
Yeah, Killer Machine was talking to me about this last week, and when they first released the X4s and the Opal Jets, they were the same price, 20 USD baseline price, but the Opal Jets were at a 10% earning and the X4s were at 9%. I think the numbers are right.
Yeah, the monthly rewards, the PSX4 has gone down to about 9.85%. But vacation. So the way I think about it in my YouTube videos, I do explain it like this. There are 4 major things you can do with it.
I don't think you've explained, what do you do with your Atlas that you earn, Metaverse?
Yeah, sure. So I'll tell you what I do. I'll tell you what the general consensus is. The general consensus is at the moment, you sell it. No problem. Killing Machine is doing that. You're taking your profit. You're realizing your gains. Nothing wrong with that. That's you. The next thing you're doing, are you actually diversifying? Are you selling a bit of it into Polis because that's what's going to accrue the most value over the long term? Because, Polis staking is coming February 3rd. And if we see anything with what happened with Axie or Illuvium, hey, that's something to consider.
Let's elaborate on that a bit more. Polar staking. I think that's important to talk to the crowd about that. We're a month out from it.
If you've got some Polis at the moment, chuck it on Tulip or Soul Farm, whatever you want to call it these days, because you're getting 60%.
Yeah, that's right.
That's where I'm putting all my Atlas at the moment. I'm just putting it there, getting 60%.
On Tulip, have you looked at Frankium?
Nah, fuck him. I'm a Tulip man now.
No, fuck you.
Frankium
He keeps getting my waves here. You know how long it took him to get him onto Tulip?
I had a problem and Tulip solved it in 10 fucking minutes. It's my own fault. Nothing to do with their program. It's my stupidity. Fucked up. And man,
So
their service is unreal, and now I'm loyal to them.
Let's go a little bit deeper. So what are you getting from Tulip for your Polis at the moment?
Oh, fuck, I haven't looked today, but it's about...
Can you look today for an exact number?
I'll get you right now. 2 seconds.
You look at Tulip, I'll look at Frankium.
All right, and just on me, what I'm doing with my Atlas is I'm selling that daily, and I'm buying FTT.
Yep. FTT, $39. Is it
the recent post? What he said.
Yeah, they're gonna give more available options for the FTT staking and coins.
FTT on that post.
Oh no, where is this? Oh shit, someone link it.
You'd be buying FTT Metaverse. That's
I buy
not
FTT.
Financial advice, but it's more alpha for the people here.
I buy FTT every 12 hours. Okay.
Fuck off.
Currently, Polis is paying 75.57% on Tulip, and its Atlas is paying 113.96%.
Oh,
Yeah,
so that's pretty
Atlas
good
is
on Tulip at the moment.
that
Sure.
shits on what we're getting from Frankium.
Yeah,
Sticks,
but
told you,
I
mate. Stick with the tulips.
Sixen, I know, but most of the time Frankim does give you better rates.
I don't like the name of it.
Do you understand where Frankium comes from, Eggy?
Yeah.
No, but you know how it's a radium takeoff.
Yeah, I'm a
So-
radio boy.
No, but who designed radium? Radium and Frankium. That was designed by a lovely lady that died of cancer.
Betty White.
No, fuck. She just
She
died.
died
This...
today. But...
Yeah.
From the Epstein trial.
No.
Giselle.
What the fuck?
Honey,
Oh,
Giselle, leave her alone.
Is she not dead yet?
Nah.
There's someone that
Give us-
that
give us
worked
time.
out what radium was way back when. So it's a long time ago for you nerds.
Superman.
No, but radium frankium,
Bruce Banner.
it's a takeoff from the radium. So if you love radium, you should be loving frankium as well.
I
And
should check it out.
and
But I-
without I'm not.
Marie.
We're here to shill our other YouTubers and streamers, but sorry, who was it? Wales Friend did a really good interview with Frankium, and it's one of those ones where like I made fun of him with his first interview with Star Atlas, but when Frankium first started talking, it was the Sheila. I've forgotten her name now, but she started talking. She had this really soft, feminine
my God.
voice,
It
and
was
he
so
just.
soothing.
He just stopped, and holy fuck, if you've seen someone starstruck on stage, that was Wales Friend then. It was awesome. I loved it, and I pulled the piss out of him.
She had the most comforting voice.
You'd hump your dog. You'd just be that. You'd be humping your dog.
Peter, you're buying FTT every 12 hours. Is that a set thing, or what app, or how do you do it?
I'm using the Quant Zone on FTX.
Oh, yeah, okay. What's it like? I haven't bothered to use it. I'm still a manual man.
It's super easy when you give it the right instructions.
Yeah,
So
right, I'll just stick with me.
Yeah, I can just give you a screenshot of it, and you can just copy it. You can set it to buy FTT every minute or every hour if you want. But let's go back. Let's go back, guys.
We
talking
are
about
swinging out of it. FTT is currently $39, and for relations of where we're at in the conversation at the moment, there was news this week that they're going to bring in new effects for what FTT, so that's the FTX coin, what that actually does. And this is what powers Solana. This is what has been a huge push for gaming for this whole year, 2021, I should say. But it's been huge. So let's go back into Star Atlas Metaverse.
Yeah, so the original question was, what does Vacation wants to do with his Atlas? 4 things you can do. 1, you can sell it like Killer Machine and realize your profit. 2, you can diversify into Polis or FTT, whatever you want to do. 3, you can go ahead and buy more ships, which is what a lot of the people that have a lot of money in here. I've seen a few of these guys in my deck. They have thousands, maybe like millions, all combined. And the 4th thing is to, of course, lend it at really high percentage rates. But of course, with high percentage rates, I try to explain that people are willing to pay you 60% or 100% at the moment for Tulip, or for Atlas on Tulip. Why are they willing to pay you 100%? Because they're leverage yield farming it. Because
And they're sending it
higher
somewhere else
reward.
to make more money.
Yeah, that's right. Or they're shorting it because there's a giant supply coming onto the market. So that's like the 4 major things. My general strategy for Atlas at the moment is a diversified approach. 20% to refueling, which is what you need to upkeep your income, which everyone needs to calculate in their rewards. Another 20% goes to diversification into USDC. 50% goes to buying more ships and also lending. So the best way to do that 50% is to actually continuously buy some of the smaller ships to compound your rewards on top of it. Because if you go and just lend your Atlas on Tulip or Frankium, yes, you'll be getting 100%, but now you're subject to the price volatility of Atlas. I would rather own a ship that I can sell for $20, or know I can sell an Opal Jet for $300 later on down the line, and also keep earning from that Atlas, even though the ship rewards are higher than what you're getting from Frankium and Radium. That's what I'm doing.
All right, so I kind of like to mirror that sentiment. I'd rather have the ships myself. I
Yeah,
topped
that's
up.
based on the ship's actually going to be worth something in this game at some point.
Have a look. All of the ships are up now in value.
Yeah, all
It
up
all. It all.
10%.
It's like any
Yeah, at
crypto
the
coin
moment.
though. If
Yeah.
sentiment on the game is up, so i.e. if sentiment on the project is up, then the ships are going to hold value. But it's giving you something now in a return. It's staking. It's available. You can choose. You can make that choice. Do you want to take USDC? Do you want to take Polars? Do you want to buy more ships? It's a great option at the moment. I think big success for the end of the year. For the team, as much as I bag them out, I think it's great for actually Star Atlas and Solana. The big thing is it's really fucking good for Solana because they are the biggest game. And if Star Atlas goes down, then it's really bad for Solana ultimately because they pumped us up. We had great fucking we had great turns of the year, and we had Solana movements based on Star Atlas.
Yeah, they started off shit during the year and all the lies and all the bullshit, but I think they finished on a strong note, and I'm positive for the project going forward. Start with some more bullish
But
on it than they've ever been.
we're years away, Eggy, right? You
Yeah,
understand that?
I do understand that, and I'm the most negative fucker on the planet, and you now have anti against the ones that put money at the start.
He wouldn't spend $64 for the people out there. He wouldn't spend
I've been waiting
$64.
10 years for fucking Star Citizen. I've been waiting 5 years for Skull and Bones. I've been
So
on these computer games waiting for.
I sent you a poster, Eggy, and you got $100 badge. Are you going to send me that NFT as a price?
Yeah, if you want.
No, because then I got to give Killer Machine all this free shit he's given me.
I
But
was just wondering about that. I was just thinking,
Yeah, maybe
sounds
we
like
should
a bloke
claim
I
him.
gave a heap of stuff.
This is for the people that are listening now. This is what it should be about. It should be about playing with friends. It should be about having fun and actually playing a game, coming into a new thing. Let's talk about, I'm going to air quote this out, gameplay. We've seen some gameplay this week, Metaverse.
Yes, we have. If you can call it gameplay.
Air
This has been
quotes.
this has been slightly controversial. So Star Atlas did release its own gameplay that Santi called it. There have been some other games in Solana that have also released kind of gameplay or things that look like gameplay. The two I covered recently are Aurori and Kaiju Cards.
Yeah, but
And
Kaiju Cards is actual gameplay, though.
yeah, that looked like it was gameplay.
No, it was gameplay. I'm telling you, it's gameplay. That's them playing the game.
That's even good then, even better.
So,
So we'll go to Star Atlas. So obviously, for us at AFIA, we didn't agree that this was gameplay because to us, gameplay is when you are actually controlling something or you are interacting with something. This was a cinematic, a very good cinematic, give it what it is, of a ship landing in a hangar, which is now what we know as the showroom module.
But this-
received a lot of hate.
that's-
A lot of YouTubers I watched it, like a couple of big ones. They don't know much about the game, in my opinion, but everyone's been hating on that, saying exactly what you're saying, Meta.
But this is the thing. The important part of the information is this is actually the next part of gameplay we're going to get.
That's right.
Or is it just a 5-minute cinematic?
No, you get your ship in the hangar bay and you can change out components.
Yeah, you'll be able to customize it.
Yeah,
And then there's where stickers and
this.
skins
Well, I mean, I
and
want to put a big
clothes and
mercurial fucking sticker on mine, don't I?
Yeah,
like-
good luck with that. I'll
Oh,
be sticking the FTX ones on mine.
have you bought one? Did you buy an FTX?
I haven't, but I'm.
You cheap fuck. They were cheap as.
Yeah, but
It's
I was
okay.
at work.
You don't have to own all of them.
He's got near $1 million of fake internet money.
Just doxy straight out.
yeah. No, I've got about $5 IRS.
He's got lots of fake internet money and he's not prepared to buy an X5 ship from FTX. But Metaverse, this is actually the next part of gameplay. This is what a lot of people aren't saying is they were umming and ahhing about the fact that it's, is it gameplay, is it not? It's actually, the only reason we're seeing this is they had to produce it because that is actually going to be gameplay coming up, yeah?
Yeah, that's right. So I'm going to link in the chat here below. This is the official Star Atlas roadmap. And the next thing that we're actually going to be seeing is the, the showroom module. And this is how Star Atlas is approaching this. Every kind of iteration or next improvement in the game is a module. And the next one is the showroom module, where you'll be able to interact with your ship, change in and out, maybe customize, put on new skins, all of this sort of stuff.
But not just skins. So what have we heard anything about how we're able to customize these ships? Because if you can fly the ship into the hangar and you can customize that ship, how the fuck is that going to work in this Score version 1?
There'd be modules and shit like NFTs where you can just change in and out, I'd say.
Yeah, well,
but when the Score 0 is very basic, right? Like, we're not ahead of ourselves. It is basic, but how are they going to say, well, if you customize and put an extra gunning ship in place of a fuel version, so you're going to use more fuel, have less supply, got to monitor more often, but can they do that this early?
It'd just be a time thing, just all right. If you add extra gun, then your ammo is going to deplete, say, at 5 minutes, like per whatever, 5 units per second quicker. Or then if you had bigger fuel tanks, rather than have to refuel your ship in 2 days, your ship might have to come back in 4 days.
I do like how you guys give me your X5s, and I just take that cash and run.
There you go, and bitching about a little poster drop.
Oh,
I was just checking mine, and I'm like, I don't really have many ships.
No,
that's
I know where
right.
they
I
all
send
are.
them all to me mates so they can claim all the rewards for free.
So, for people listening in for that very honest point right there is, Star Atlas is at a stage very much now where sponsorship is very realistic an option, based on the fact that if you need to monitor your ships, you've got an X4 or an Opal Jet. It's a 24-hour where it runs out of fuel or food. Food's a big one. The X4 love, they grab a fucking hamburger from the shop on the way out to space, and they're eating straight away. The second you launch them out, they're at 98%, I believe it is, food. So they're eating from the second they launch out. If you don't have 24 hours and you can load into the game, it might not be the strategy and plan you want to be investing in. So, Killing Machine, Sixon, they both bought posters. Sixon actually didn't buy the poster, sorry. He bought an X5.
And an F4.
And an F4, but they sent those ships to me because I monitor them I monitor them more than 20 hour often. But, there's going to come an option where we are having many ways of people needing to sponsor to monitor these funds for everyone.
Yeah, and speaking of monitoring your funds, I'm just going to put a small reward sheet in the chat for you guys here.
Is that the AFIA one?
Yes, this is the AFIA one. There are multiple one actually.
No,
but this one
I
is
like the AFIA one. That is awesome. I found there was 2 videos ago I watched for you. You didn't have a link for me, but I like that. I would absolutely second that. Is fucking awesome to have a look at that AFIA one. It links the current prices for Atlas. It links the prices of all of your components to be able to repair them, refuel them, rearm them. But it is a really good way to work out whether it's worthwhile for you, how much you've got in per month. And Metaverse, how is it that they've got to make a copy of that?
Yeah, that's right. So in the top left-hand side corner, this is an Excel sheet on Google Documents. You just have to, it's only a view only at the moment. You cannot edit it because someone is going to delete it. So you have to make your own copy. So all you got to do is file at the top left, and on the 4th one is make a copy. That'll make you your local machine, or your local cloud copy. And then you'll be able to input whatever ships you have and work out how much weekly income you're going to be getting from your ships and how much you're going to be spending on ammo, how much you're going to be spending on whatever you need.
I like it. That's very good if you want to work out. If you want to work out if I buy 4 X4s now or 4 jets, is it going to be worthwhile? So obviously the Opal jets, they fucking smashed out and they're at $24 now, whereas the X4s.
Also, I'd like to put out there, when you first get your ammo and all that bullshit, it costs you about $4 USD for the minting cost of it. That's not every single time.
Dollars, the dollar value isn't worth talking about. What you're talking about is when you first mint an address in Solana. So every time you mint an address, and that is every individual part, restock, refuel, repair, that actually mints an address in Solana. So that's 0.02 Solana to be able to do that. So that's about, Sixon is saying, the $4 marker at the moment of the current price. You are paying that fee every time. Only the first time that you do that. After that, that fee no longer occurs.
It's just your general network fees, but you got to pay it 4 times if you do it through the marketplace and Star Atlas. So therefore, buy all your shit through the marketplace, then head over to Step Finance and claim all rather than pay it 4 times. You only have to pay it once, maybe twice.
It's like he's shilling my babies. He loves it.
Oh, it's good. I don't buy any Step. I
Who-
don't the currency, but I use it. all
Why
the
don't
time.
you have Step? You can stake at 13%.
Oh, fuck buying that shit. I just use the platform. It's a great platform.
30 cents a coin. It's going to the
great
moon.
That spreadsheet's really good, man. That's really good. That lets you know how much your freeloading mates are getting off you each month.
That's right. I'm making money off you, Kellen.
That's really handy.
So, Killian,
it's a good sheet.
what have you been using to monitor your fleet at the moment?
He doesn't.
Oh,
I don't.
oh, mate.
I have a barn dog.
I tell him, and I don't tell him. I give him a certain amount of information that doesn't give him too much information.
Oh man.
I sent all my ships away. I just kept the R8 because it lasts ages.
But explain that a bit further. So, Killer Machine bought an R8 and an F4, and later in the game, what's going to happen is they're going to give out pilot licenses based on the ships you have. So he bought an F4 and an R8. He's got the R8 kept in his own bag, but the F4 he sent to one of our other friends, and that way they will get the ship license. Licenses are going to be account bound. So Sixon has an F4. Me, Barndog, I bought the Hero. Is it what the Hero? Yeah,
Compact Hero.
I've had a few rums. I bought the Hero. I wanted to buy another medium ship, but I backed off due to the fact that I was a bit pissed off with Star Atlas. But he said, Killer Machine sent the F4 to a friend, so that way he gets the license. So there is a basis there, and he does all right out of that though. What's he paying you out of that, Killen?
Nothing.
He getting you some smoked ham or something?
Coconut oil.
No, I smoked the ham as well. He gave me some eggs. I did get some eggs.
So this is a very real part of life. Like, you're going to hear a lot of countries have teams and stuff. Geraldton, Western Australia, we are cranking. We are going to smash it out.
Just for everyone, I do not live in Geraldton, Western Australia.
So what do we got? Rustly. Everyone knows where I live. No, we know that. I've already mentioned that many other streams. Star Atlas score hits milestone. Yeah, that was the 100 million. Yeah, that's Russ. That is good. It was 100 million. I think they tweeted that a few days ago. We have cranked on about Star Atlas for the last 40 minutes. I mean, it has been a massive part of Solana in 2021, and I think 2022. Do I personally think it's going to be as big? No. I think there's going to be other games take the spotlight and highlight away from Star Atlas. Do I think that's going to mean Star Atlas dies? Absolutely not. There's too much money in it. It's like saying, is Ethereum as a blockchain going to die because Solana's doing so much fucking better? We're faster, we're quicker. There's too much TVL in Solana. And that means in Star Atlas, there's TVL in there. People have put over $100 million staked. All of that. There's all these big streamers. It's got all this highlight and spotlight. Star Atlas will be big in 2022. Maybe not gameplay. Maybe we'll see more things in mini games come about. But is it a good viable option to put money into? Not financial advice. I will likely buy more ships in 2022. That's my best one. Sixon, I'll go to you first. Are you going to buy any more ships in 2022?
Well, at the moment, I just bought a small Polus, and I'm trying to build a bit of a bag of an Atlas, and I'm just going to decide. I think if the game's still producing like it is, I'd be mad not to. I'd like to buy another F4 if I was going to buy another ship, because it cuts down on fees for staking. I can just stake them as a unit, and then I'm cheap with Jew when it comes to.
So talk about the staking function. You're saying staking as a unit. You mean staking within the one function?
Yeah, rather than because I don't like having to click and pay all them fees twice. You just eats away at soul for no reason. So if I was going to buy another ship, I'd buy something I already had, so then I can multiple stake them, and I don't have to pay the one set of fees.
And for people listening now as well, sorry to steal your highlight there, Sixon. When you actually stake a ship to something that's already existing in your fleet, you're going to get that bonus, the season fleet bonus that is going to continue on to. And if you want to manage your fleet, you're only doing it one click. That's what he's meaning, saving the fees.
Yeah, because they're bugger all. But if you're clicking, you got multiple X5s and you haven't got like good management. You got multiple ships, all different classes. You're just going to be eating away at your Solana. You're going to just keep topping up. It's only a few bucks, but it adds up over a few years.
Yeah, that's true. But you can just get this back when you close the ship, when you close your account.
And yes, yeah, absolutely. You are only hiring that address. So if you sell all of your Atlas tokens, all of your fuel, all of your repair kits, you'll eventually get that back based at whatever rate Solana is at that exact time. So Metaverse, are you going to buy any more ships this year?
Absolutely. Using both USDC and the Atlas I'm earning at the moment.
Good. I like that. So again, please, not financial advice. I don't want to make this whole project about. I don't want to get fucking sued personally. I'm pretty happy sitting in my jocks playing computer games at home. But
the jocks anyway, if you get sued, you're perfect.
Oh, actually, I would. And would I be drinking the rum though? Maybe I wouldn't have air conditioning.
Keep running back on the Bundies then. No cracking for you.
So, like, perfect. It is a game that is going to do well, we believe, in 2020.
Hey, I see your ships in the chat there, Barndog. You're not considering rolling some of these smaller ones into higher ones?
I don't want to. Like, I look at, I don't know.
Having the freedom in case like the specific quests that you can do with specific ships.
But they're the ships I've bought from the beginning, and I've also got the buffs on them. So
yeah, that's the thing. That's the buffs is a way for them to keep your ship staked so that they remove liquidity from the market, so that there's less to actually sell.
But what does the buff give you?
So far, we don't know.
But we do know a little bit. This is what I said in my video, and other people haven't said yet. Is we've learnt that if the people go to college or university or training camp or whatever, if they train together, they're going to get better together. The longer the ships go out to do their fucking service, they're going to get buffs. They're going to get percentage bonuses. So it's just a way you might get 1% return extra, or you might take 1% less damage. It's a way that they're going to buff the people that are serving longer terms.
Yeah, we don't actually know what it is yet. Like, it might give you more rewards, or it might, let you consume less resources. Or your crew on this specific ship might all have more loyalty.
They might train faster. They might have better loyalty. It's a way that they can, down the track, say, well, righto, let's do this buff.
Yeah, and it should be noted that you can add ships to this.
Yes.
This fleet and with this hardened perk. But when you take them off, you lose that.
So, for example, now, for everyone listening, if I add one Opal Jet, which I said this on my last video, Opal Jet currently is about 5% on top of the MSRP. It's super important to understand what the MSRP is, because that's relative to how much money you're earning. The Opal Jet still hasn't steamed up. So what's going to happen is your smaller ships are going to go up in value first, based on the fact that everyone's buying bulk small ships.
But then doesn't that mean once the ship price goes up, then for anyone new getting into the game, their percentage returns will be lower?
Yes.
There'll be less incentive for people to buy them, because when your ship's down at 4-5%, which is, let's be honest, that's where they'll end up.
But Star Atlas has also said that they're always going to allow ships at $20 buy price. So they're always going to reintroduce the X4 later on down the track at a $20 buy price. It might be 22 now.
Oh, they're not going to be selling any more of the ships we're seeing here.
No, not current, but they've always said they will allow a buy price in for entry into the market.
But I think release new ships.
No new ships this year. Obviously, we're not this year anymore. But they don't want to introduce new ships, but they're always going to allow people to buy in at a cheap price.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
if they release new ships, then people will only want the new ships because the only reason you'd buy a new ship is if it's better than the old ones.
And it'll have better returns.
You're not going to get better than the old ones because they want to reward the old stakers.
So
That's
so
not
for
how games
example,
work.
they're not going to release new Opal jet jets, but they will release new NFTs sold in USDC for others to get if they want. And in the chat now, I'm going to link one of them.
What about that special ship metaverse? Yeah,
linked?
that's
Right.
the one. So who has seen this one? The Thimble Loby. I've seen it because I watch Metaverse.
So this is likely to be in the same.
What did
size as
I know?
the,
You stirred them up, and this is the jet size, but you stirred. This is fake news, not fake news. Was this released on WAG's special channel?
Oh, I no comment.
All right, so this was released on WAG's special channel for the people that aren't listening. And WAG's special channel, you have to suck a dick, or you have to be a booster for Star Atlas.
Or you have good knees.
Well, that was said in the first comment that I said. But it looks really fucking cool. It's an old muscle car. That, to me, what does that look like, Kellen?
A loot box.
Does look like a loot box. Smells like a loot box.
It's gonna be a jet racer. It's gonna they're going to do. Have a look at
skins, more skins.
It's skins, but they also want to do what is it? Right games do World's Championships, money.
What, like a racing thing?
Yeah, racing. That will make money, and that picture on itself, that'll sell. That'll make shitloads.
I'll buy one of those. 'Cause I'm an idiot.
I'd buy two. You'd buy more than two. You buy fake sneaker pictures.
Yeah, I gotta get them.
You want some sneaker fucking JPEGs. So, like, that will sell. That will absolutely fucking smash it. And I've got my Michael Jackson jet is gonna all get fucked.
Yeah, but what they're gonna do is so these skins and that, they're gonna pump them out like Call of Duty and all of those games.
Of course they will. But they already have.
Yeah.
Radium did one, FTX did 3.
Yeah, I was actually just looking at buying one.
So Killer Machine, your point before was that people are just going to sell their older ships to try and buy these new ones coming up. That is kind of true, yes, because people's attention spans are really short. But you look at the returns on them. If people sell these old ships and the return, because they're not being staked and the returns go up to 150%, no way some of these OGs are going to sell them. They're going to buy them all up and get the higher APY.
Yeah, no.
The problem is though.
Yeah.
So sorry, Killer Machine, to cut you off. I almost said your name there. Metaverse. So the problem is with skins, right? We buy skins. At the moment, we've got no APR. So what do we get on Solana that actually allows us to leverage versus skins, NFTs, etc.? Have we got anything? Do you know of anything?
Though there are like fractionalization of NFTs of these skins, but in the Star Atlas metaverse, no, you can't do skins for
Not necessarily Star Atlas. And this is something that I asked many times, and I just thought maybe you might have new light. Is there anything coming that we can leverage versus NFTs?
No, I'm not specifically sure what you mean.
So at the moment, if I've got $2,000 worth of NFT skins, I can't leverage versus that and put that money on USDC and earn.
No, you mean collateral?
Yeah.
Oh no. No, there's no facility at the moment for that. Someone might develop that later, but at the moment, no. And I don't think there will be.
I think eventually it'll come. You'll be able to fractionalize and lend and use it as collateral, and then be able.
Yeah. Like you can probably lend the skins.
It's DeFi, isn't it? We're degens. We're gonna DeFi.
Yeah.
We're gonna want to borrow everything we possibly can to thank our mother and get some rabbits and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's possible. Someone might have to build it though. I don't think it'll be the Star Atlas team.
Oh, it won't be the Star Atlas team.
No, because they just want to sell you more skins.
And
They
ships.
They don't want you to have the ability to collateralize your skin and go and use that money to buy, because then everyone's just over leveraged.
Sergeant Savage, that's a nasty picture. Let's get into some more of not Star Atlas. So, have we got any other Star Atlas stuff, Metaverse, for the week? I mean, we've done the basics. We did talk about how they did the cosmic fucking sounds picture. It's been pretty good positive news for Star Atlas, even though it's the negative old barn dog. Anything else about Star Atlas?
No, not really. You know, there's people still behind the scenes building. Just look out for DAOs coming soon, maybe January, February. Staking coming soon in February. So in the meantime, we won't be hearing much apart from people just buying their ships. You know,
What do you think Polar's staking is going to be at? What's your guess?
it'll be
Yeah.
high.
So Polus has dropped dramatically in the last 2 days, right? And I'm talking $4.90 at the moment. It was $5.80. So it's
Life has been for ages.
so what's happened with that over the last couple of days?
So I think that there's a big disconnect between the newcomers who come onto here, and you know, we've been kind of attracting a lot of non-crypto people. They come into Solana and they find Star Atlas. Okay, great. I'm gonna buy the Star Atlas token. Most of people don't really know that Polus is the actual value accruing token. So I think there's a giant disconnect of people selling their Polus tokens because they simply do not know. And of course, all the people like us actually do know, and we're lapping up all of this Polus. And I'm converting some of my Atlas to Polus, and I'm buying Polus using USDC myself. So I think the rewards that are going to actually be coming out in the DEX staking is going to be high, around the 100% mark again.
Very nice. I was only expecting 10,
100%
10 or 12.
staking for Polus.
That's what I think.
Yeah, that's way better than I expected. 10 to 12 for me, maybe 15. Yeah, on a good day. But
Yeah, that's
fuck
high.
yeah.
That's super high, but
Fuck yeah. Sign me up.
Oh, well,
in
I
the
mean,
initial stages, it might be high. It will come down once more TVL. But as they said, you know, it's going to be based on what you're actually contributing to the ecosystem. So Wagner did give out a few points saying if your DAC does a lot of stuff in the Star Atlas metaverse, then you guys will be entitled to a set amount at the beginning. It
So you
won't be
mean if
just
they-
plain staking.
suck a little bit of extra dick, they'll be right. They'll get extra.
Yeah.
you mean all the big guilds will be fine and it'll
Yeah,
end up
yeah, yeah.
the game into a game that no one really wants to
They've
play.
they've proved they're not decentralized if the bigger guilds
Oh,
are
but don't
prepared
even worry
to
about
get on their knees.
decentralised. But if these big guilds, honestly, will wreck the game.
It's
You'll find that if you're not in one, it'll be almost pointless playing.
it's hard
Yep.
because I agree with the comment, and like very early on I joined with Interstellar Alliance. I got posters made, and I love where I am, and you know, like, but the fuck have they done? Really, honestly, like, what the fuck have they done? They've wrecked my feelings towards the game, and I think it's going to make it worse going forward.
Problem
This
with
is
big guilds.
normal. This is normal human nature, though. We all want to play together.
No, but I want to play with friends and have a chance, right? So I want to feel like I have a chance. But if they fuck it up, so other guilds have such statistical advantages, why would I put money into the
It'll be
game when
like
there's
that because
other?
You think about it, like you go out and gank somebody, and he's from Aethia, and they just come over and fucking ruffle stomp you.
We know they all just mine rocks and stuff. They're
You know what I mean?
you can farm a fear to the moon.
I think this going to be very political, where you can't. You've upset old mate, but he's nothing to do with that guild. But he's friends with old mate from that guild, and that old mate's the fucking leader. And
Yeah. Just
It's
so you know, Aethia is going to be mining rocks, but you don't want to mess with us. We have the one guy who's got 11 tree arrows, for God's sake.
I was laying out the bait there. It is absolutely going to be a game where there's going to be political intrigue, and I want the political intrigue, and I want the gameplay and the shit talk, right? I want to be able to shit talk Metaverse on a Saturday night and talk about how I farmed his fucking special moon rock.
yeah, it doesn't look that like.
But
I play
at the
games
same
with
time,
frustrating aspects like this, and the people at the top, man, once they're at the top and you fucking upset them, they either push you out of the game, or they until you beg, or they come up with some payment plan that you pay.
The concern is real.
it is, and this is what I hope it doesn't become. But That's
It
Star Atlas wrapped up.
pain in the
We
ass,
have
like that.
gone to our hour and a half for the week.
It reminds me of a game that we used to play when we were younger. And there was this area in Burning Steeps where you could farm arcane crystal.
Yeah, yeah.
And there was a guy that ganked us there. So this guy we know made a heap of new characters and basically camped the entire area 24 hours a day just so he could win because he had more time and more money.
He's
That's
talking
what
about me.
Star.
For
Yeah,
the
that's Barndog.
people out
Sorry.
there, he's talking about
We killed
Barndog.
him, okay. We drove him out.
He had
You did. You ended up being the king of Burning Steps because you had a rogue on every node. Anytime you got ganked, you had 5 fucking people that would just ride over and then gank the person. That's what Star Atlas is going to be with the big guilds.
Yes, and not necessarily with the big guilds, but you're talking a 3-version faction. So World of Warcraft is a 2-version faction. You've got Alliance and Horde. So this is a very, very perfect analysis of the game. I had multiple characters, maybe more Alliance than Horde, but I had one Horde rogue. So in a particular node, if I had a problem with an Alliance, I would send my Horde node. I would send my Horde character and rogue and gank that person. And if I had a problem with an Alliance, same problem. I'd either talk to him and say, look, maybe this isn't the spot for you, but you make these alliances. It's not going to change in Star Atlas. And what's going to make it?
Because people can buy the winnings. I can go out and buy 10 C9s tomorrow, and then I can fuck you up all day.
No, but you can fuck me up. But is that going to be financially worth your time?
For some people, it's not about the
I'll
money.
tell you a story. I played a game called Underworld Imports, a mobile phone game. This guy's an electrical engineer from Russia. His name was Jerry. When I met him, I was farming him, and everyone talks smack in fucking mobile games, and he's talking up, I'm gonna fucking spend all this money, I'm gonna farm your ass. Oh yeah, you've heard it all before, mate. Come on, you're not gonna beat me. I'm on thousands in already. This motherfucker was dropping tens of thousands of dollars to destroy me. And in the end, we become friends because he was spending his money wrong. I had to pull him aside. I said, mate, you're spending your money way wrong. And I told him how to spend his money correctly. And he become this fucking monstrosity of a beast. It happens out there, man.
So to your argument about farming and stuff in World of Warcraft, I think one major, and I haven't played WoW, so I think you guys do have like disruption or something. Yeah,
what?
Hold on.
How the fuck are you on our Saturday stream if you haven't played WoW? Have you never played WoW?
No, I've never. Hold on. My point is, there's a differentiating factor here. Yes, you can go out and farm, but there is an underlying risk that when you go out and farm in the ×8 zone, the high risk zone, you have the possibility of losing all your capital. I don't think that actually happens in WoW, does it?
We ganked people long enough that they lost all their capital.
Oh yeah.
It's not about capital in WoW. It's about lose time. So you might pick a flower. You might pick the Black Lotus that spawns every 12 minutes.
But yeah, it's not as high as financial risk as what Metaverse is getting at.
No, it's in what Metaverse is talking about. If you're in the deep space, the third level of a faction, you could potentially lose an NFT and ship.
Not potentially, you can.
No, but you don't need to go to that third level to get the actual resources. That's still going to be available from the level 1 zone.
Most people won't go to those areas where you can lose.
I don't think most people are. And have a look. You're going to have high end battles. I'm still watching this rabbit root on fucking live chat. That's horrible. So you're going
battles out there.
You are going to have battles locked out where factions are going to close down airspace. So you're going to have millions of dollars of ships close down airspace into zones to have other millions of dollars of ships do events and factions and raiding. This is going to be esports at a huge level.
Yep.
You're going to have $10 million of ships on every faction lockdown zones. Yes, people are going to get through and it's going to happen, but they are going to esport the shit out of this. And it's going to be fucking exciting.
It's going to be like in WoW or Call of Duty Battlefield. Pre-mades versus pugs.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
It's not enjoyable. It is a waste of time. That's the way I feel they're moving with Star Atlas with these big guilds. Is that basically you're not going to be able to go to 90% of the areas as a player. You'll have to join a big guild. And then these big guilds are just going to be big business where it'll be like, all right, mate, you want to join our guild?
But that's
Right, we're
gaming.
going to take 15% of all of your money that you need to pay us a fee each month. This is what it is, or you're out.
But that's gaming. Come to our raid,
but
support our raid, support our gaming, support our event.
But this is going to be actual money. Like, this is where I think this is where it's going bad.
No, but are you not unrelative to they're going to be charging fees, so guilds are going to charge fees. Yes,
Isn't this real life as well?
It is.
You have to pay your taxes. You have
So-
to
so
go to work, get some money.
guilds
do
are
your
going
own-
to charge fees. They're going to charge a percentage on your earnings. And
But do you want to play a game to play a game, or do you want to?
no, I want to play a game. I absolutely want to
Yeah,
play a
so-
game to
so
enjoy that
it's-
game. Are you going to have it? No,
Thinking about the gameplay, not
but
about,
what does your guild give you
control
in? But
everything.
people are going to control. That's the world. People are going to control.
Yeah,
the-
but they're allowing this to happen by making it like selling the ships to the big guilds. Like,
Yes, 100%.
I'm telling you right now, when this comes out, it is going to be so skewed, and the big guilds will get together and say, "All right, we're splitting deep space. You guys have here, we have here." we're
They've
there."
probably already got it worked out, man.
Yep,
From the
there'll
shit
be
I've
no
seen.
attacking in the areas. There'll be
Yep.
no fighting. We'll just claim the rewards, dump them on all these fools. Boom, let's go.
Exactly.
That's Still excited for the game, but
I mean, you can't not be excited. I mean, I'm pumped. I want to see gameplay, but it's gonna be controlled like any other fucking financial means because money can be made and lost, right? It is going to be money made and lost, and Big Pharma is gonna be there.
Fucking hate big farms everywhere. I just
Are
like
you-
to thank
are you
Big
talking
Farm for
about-
my swollen legs right now. I wish it was my
Hang on,
penis,
are
but
you-
it's my legs.
are you talking about you, Bundo, as like the big farmer? You're the biggest farmer I know in computers.
I am the biggest farmer he knows in computer games. Big Pharma, I mean, in big companies, big collateral. That's not
Yeah.
Barndog. He's a small
Corporation.
fry.
The problem is you're going to have if in these smaller corporations is you might want to go do something, and the big guild daddy O's goes, "No, remember your mate from the Horde guild when you were in the other guild? You weren't allowed to attack him anymore because he was friends with your guild."
But that happened in fucking WoW, and as simple as you couldn't attack him. He was just here to debuff certain amount of players and fucking
Yeah, we
it's-
said fuck him and we killed him.
yeah. It's going to be an interesting situation, but we're really years away from seeing that in Star Atlas.
But
And
the,
let's be honest.
the expulsion of Star Atlas will be so much more severe than an expulsion in WoW. Because you can go out on your own in WoW, and Star Atlas, if you're on your own, you're going to be fucking cactus.
You're not going to really. I don't think you're going to be cactus because you can always play in the first or second zone.
Like killing boars.
No, you can farm boars. That's right. You can farm boars and make 2% APR.
Let's be honest. If crypto does as well as we think it does, I won't give a fuck about Star Atlas. In
Yeah,
5 years.
exactly, mate.
You'll be like, "Oi, Killen, come and play Star Atlas." I'll be like, "Who? What? Yeah, nah, bro. I'm all good."
So we've gone the last hour and plus on talking about
Yeah.
Star Atlas.
Let's
Yeah.
We-
shift it up a bit.
We had started tonight talking about DFA. I'd love you to come on stage. Please raise your hand.
I'm
We
gonna
was
cruise anyway. I'll
we
get
had-
those boys later.
whoa. What are we not playing Star Atlas tonight?
I got to play Battlefield. So.
We're gonna stake some ships and
Focus
shit.
on the 15
Talk about
minutes.
staking. Thank you, Killen. Cheers for coming. As always, we've got so much happening in Star Atlas, but just the rest of Solana Gaming. So tonight was a bit of a casual night. We've done almost 2 hours now talking about Star Atlas, and the last hour's been about Star Atlas. But this is the thing of Solana Gaming and the next year to go about. In the next year, the big games I see is Photo Finish First coming about.
I'm
but-
bullish as fuck for that.
Oh fuck! Isn't it good?
Yeah,
Uh,
it's my favorite game of the year.
So
Come-
I've talked about earlier Who got that? What? The Savage, you dirty fucker. He's just got a big fish in DeFi land. A big one as well, but like I get paid by StepN now, and I work for StepN, and it's hard to say that, but I do their weekly AMAs, and I run every day. So I put the link up earlier, but from Monday morning Australian time, I'm going to do a weekly, a daily event every morning, running for 30 minutes on my local park. If you guys want to join in, please join in. Anything to ask about the game, if you want to ask about any other Solana game while I'm on stream, while I'm listening, while I'm running, please ask. I want to make this non-inclusive. I want people to just join up and do it. Sixon hasn't started that yet. Metaverse has been in and around the environment. Have you got an NFT for that, Metaverse?
I do have. Oh no, not an actual NFT for the mainnet. No.
Are you going to do it? Are you going to buy one? Mint one?
I'm not sure. I don't really walk. I do run my bicycle, so maybe that might work.
So no, it won't work. It doing a bicycle. Let's talk. That's actually really awesome. So you are a gym junkie. Love your gym. Do your weights. Do your workouts. Do your reps. Do your drops. Why would you not do a walking environment if you could get paid for it 10 minutes a day?
Good point.
If I can tell you you're earning 250% APR, you're in the environment of crypto, you're earning 250% APR. Is that not enough to tell you to have a look?
Yeah, it probably is, but I know you probably need some upfront capital to get a sneaker in the first place.
Yes. Yes, definitely.
And then I think, it's another whole ecosystem to learn and to keep up to date with. And my kind of role at the moment is, consolidating into Star Atlas and then into just general Solana. So I don't know if I have enough time. I don't even play DeFi land. I don't have enough time in the day to do all these things.
I'm in the top 50 for DeFi land, just saying. Got some time.
Nice. You got a 5.49 kilogram fish?
No, that was Sav. That was Sergeant Savage.
Yeah, I saw.
That fucker. He's beat me. That's beaten even the DeFi land players. The actual DFL team. That's better than them. But so that's super awesome. So you're obviously a person that looks after your body. You want a gym, you want to go exercise, but you can't see the. It's a very interesting side of things because you're in crypto and you wouldn't still do it. So what needs to make you do that?
Yeah, good point.
I like it. I really, really like it. Obviously, you've done videos for them.
Yeah. Like I've covered them. I know the ecosystem. I know how it works. But I just
so what's stopping you from running? Is it an event? Is it there's not enough competition?
Sydney lockdowns.
Like I can just go running myself. I have a local park next to me. I can just get on my phone and just walk and earn some GST.
So Geno Pets comes out. They're doing their open beta towards the end of January. You've got to have an NFT, and I'm still not prepared to spend 12 Solana for it. I'd love to. I'm going to play both. I'm absolutely going to try to see why you can't play both StepN and Geno Pets at the same time. And both games are going to do a free-to-play version. So for people listening, Geno Pets, StepN are going to do a free-to-play version of the games. And I want to play both. I'm prepared to make money and do it. But so is that mean if Geno Pets came out, you would play that Metaverse?
Probably, but I have to see what the upfront cost is.
No cost. You can do it going to the gym.
Oh, you don't have to have an NFT. Or don't you have to have the pets to actually get
Geno Pets is FTP.
Oh, then maybe. Yeah, that's possible. Because that's already built in my routine.
And what the difference is, and this is like what I want people to understand is even though like I'm going to be covering StepN every week, and they've been huge. They've donated to DFA Academy. He's in the crowd at the moment. I'm going to be ruthless, and I want to understand every platform. Genopets means you can go to the gym, you can jump on the treadmill and go for a fucking run, and you can earn crypto. You can't do that in Step N. That's the big one. With Step N, you have to have GPS and be outside tracked. You have to have GPS outside and be running. In the world of Corona, is that always going to be doable? Probably not. Not for everybody. But for me, that works in my country town and my solution. And I enjoy it. I really enjoy it.
Sounds good. I just haven't taken the leap yet.
No, well, hopefully you do. There's actually the APR, the APY is huge. That's not alpha. I'm not trying to make it alpha. That I've spent more money than I've earned. I've spent about 40 Solana on Step In.
Oh shit, yeah. So that's the thing.
That's a lot of money. Balls deep. I tell you, people. Okay, balls deep on these games.
And you're using all the NFTs? Are they all able to be used?
They've actually changed the game around without going to. I didn't want to make this about Step In, but they've changed the game around a little bit this week. And what's really interesting is I do an AMA with them every single week. And we are on tomorrow night. Normally we go after a Saturday night, but I'm on tomorrow night with them. And they changed they're trying. Yeah, they're just trying to work out the game, and they want to make a game that is viable for a long time, right? You can't do that straight away based on fucking we're degens. We're going to try and work out the best rates. We're going to try and work out the best prices. We're going to put a phone on our grandma and she's going to ride to the store. You know, like we're going to try and gamify this shit.
Yeah, if you're in it to get money, of course, people are going to be incentivized to get the best way to actually earn, which in some cases is to cheat the system.
Yeah, 100%. So, I've got my, and we're talking open beta now because the game was in closed beta for a while. We're in open beta now. I actually don't know what's going to happen to when they go into the actual open game. So the big thing for the game is when they get into the rental system, and that's going to be free for people. But it changes every time. I upgraded my boots to level 20 today and my second account to level 10. But they changed the energy rating and stuff around this week.
Two accounts.
Yeah, I get my 10-year-old stepson, I guess you'd call him. So I make him walk with me, and he earns pocket money. So I make my 10-year-old stepson walk with me, and he earns pocket money. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's a good way to get them involved in it. You know, exercise.
He needs it. If for anyone having a child out there nowadays knows they just want to sit down and play PlayStation or play computers, phones, TVs, sit down and watch TV, it's a way of incentivizing them, and it's actually been really good. Sergeant Savage, I mean, are you going to get the kids out for you? Come on stage, fucker. Let's send an invite out. Let's get him on. Sergeant Savage.
We'll probably look to wrap it up soon after that. We have been going for over 2 hours.
Yeah, it is 2 hours. Let's wrap it up pretty much on this. I didn't really have... I've got a lot this week going ahead. Like, I'm going to... For people that have been following me in the Saturday nights and the Friday nights turned into Saturday nights, I'm going full-time this year. I'm trying to do more for Grape, but also I'm going full-time in this space. That means that, you know, I'll be working for Step N, for example. We talked about it tonight. But this example this week, things that I've got written down, and for people they can see it on camera, I write things down. I'm a very old school person. I've got Cave World, Metagates, Gamerplex, Portals, and I'm going to make some NFTs this week. My first NFTs, Metaverse. Yeah.
Sorry, what NFTs do you have? I missed that.
I want to make some this week.
I want to make some, yeah.
We're going to make some for
yeah,
Solana Gaming. We had some pretty fucking awesome artwork drawn up for us. And I'm going to reward the people that both A, entered the system, and B, potentially gave us help for the whole situation. You know, like I'm really enjoying what we're doing on a Saturday night.
Yeah, look at this. There's 44 people listening.
It gets more people the later we go.
Yeah. It's the Europeans.
So let's do one more take prize, right? I've done one. I've done one. All these messages. What do we got? Have we got any NFT prizes?
No, but everyone, poker starts in 2 minutes. If you're waiting to play.
I haven't signed up, Eggy. All right, I've just done a screenshot.
Yeah, everyone, thanks for coming. Massive turnout for New Year's. Like, far out. 45. Thank you all for coming. Happy New Year's to everybody, and glad you all could make it.
Yeah, so I've got 44 in crowd. I'll do one signature. I've got 1,000 bits point to give away. Where is it? It's not there. Number 9. Who's number 9 on that picture?
B10?
B10. B10. Can you message in channel now? 1,000 spawn. But for everyone, what Sexton just said, you know, like we've got 40 plus people here on a New Year's Day, New Year's Eve. It's amazing to see it. It really does actually give a bit of love. You know, like I don't come here to hear my own voice. I don't come here to hear my best mate's voice. In Sexton Metaverse, you know, we're here for you guys. We're here every week. It's me, Betten. That's awesome. Whisper me your Solana wallet. Whisper me, Barndog. You know, we're here every week for you guys. We are going to get great people on stage every single week. We've had some really great parts of Solana. Some of the biggest games coming to stage that are in the ecosystem. And it's for you guys. You know, we are here every week for that. Metaverse, you got anything to close off tonight?
No, gentlemen, just have it is that time of year. Enjoy the new year. If you have any resolutions, now's a great time. That's pretty old school, but hey, this is a time to look at yourself and see what you want to change for the next year. Of course, we're going to keep the content up. We're going to focus very heavily on Solana Gaming. I'm going to focus very heavily on Star Atlas. And yeah, let's all make some money together.
Let's make some money. NFA, DFA Academy, I love you. I've invited you to stage. It's DFA Academy is very one that's dear to me at Grape. You know, we've donated one mobile phone, one step and account. It's not a lot. It's actually not a lot, but what the return we've had from it has been fucking amazing. And we're going to get them operational with 5 mobile phones within the next couple of weeks. It's huge. Web 3.0 is here. It is 2022. Let's make a change. Let's make it better for everyone involved. Don't just think about what can you do for you. Think about, you know, like what can we do for everybody. There's ways to just be good in the ecosystem, be good in the sphere. Solana, we're early in gaming. There's so much ways to make money. There's so many chances to be able to earn money. Just be good. As a Isaac Butterfield might say, Australian comedian, be good motherfucker.
Ciao, guys. Have a happy new year.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, or whatever you're celebrating. Thank you all for coming.
Happy Hanukkah.